Hey, this is TJ from Love and Life Hitched Up. Today we are at the Hershey RV Show, the world's largest RV show, and we are standing inside the prototype for the Nucamp Barefoot. Hey, so we're inside the prototype for the Barefoot by Nucamp. We were told this is not the absolute way it's going to end up because you know Nucamp, they're always going to work on it and try to make it a little bit better. So we're going to give you a quick peek around and show you what it looks like currently. As you can imagine, your Dinette pop-up sink, very much like the 320 and the 400. Looks like the same faucet. The 2-burner stove with the igniter, which is really cool. Self-supporting. You have to lift up and let that close down. You have overhead storage bins, and the storage bins here actually are pretty deep and they go down pretty far, right? Sliding, very nice. And little cubbies, as you would expect. Every spare space that they can find somewhere to put a little cubby is going to be there. The dinette converts down into a bed, as you could all imagine. Now, what I want to know is, slide out, kind of like on the 320. So as you can imagine, the dinette converts into your bed because where else are you going to sleep? Just like in the 320s, you have the slide out legs that come out here, and underneath that area, lifts for storage. I wanted to give you a quick view of what it looks like underneath because we all want to know how much storage there is, what that storage is, and how it all works out. Because in a small camper, every little space matters. On the camp side, these cushions would rearrange, as you can imagine, giving you your setup. They snap to the wall, which is actually really cool. Let's see if we got storage on the other side. Yeah, it appears we do have mechanicals on this side, and this side is not going to be a storage area on this side. It's going to give you your fuse box, your Aldi, your plumbing, and other mechanicals. So you have one side storage, one side appears not to be storage. And battery disconnect is located up in the front. And these up here seem to all be bolted down, so these are going to be all mechanicals. So here's where your battery disconnect currently is, up under the front, right here in your sleeping area. But I'm sure that may not stay that way. Nothing behind there. You have curtains to draw close, which will give you your privacy. I would imagine there's going to be a blackout curtain set up. These look pretty thick, so that would be really cool. Your typical multi-touch lights, ducted. You have outlets over here for USB and also 110 on both sides, and this side gives you a 12 volt too. So on this side you have a 12 volt. Storage under the sink. A little messy because you know they're getting ready to set up, but it's actually pretty large. There's pretty decent sized storage underneath the stove. 2 shelves, more for your ducting there. Small drawer underneath your sink, and above your isotherm fridge freezer combo. Not sure what size this is, but for a camper this big, this is not too bad. And isotherm, it actually goes pretty deep, so you'd be surprised how much you could fit in there. I don't think it's much different than the one that's in our 400 to be exact. Another storage over here on this side. So additional storage here underneath this cabinet. And your traditional Nucamp push locks. Another little storage. This will make a really good spice rack, and some pockets here. Again, cubbies everywhere, and if you get the right bins, you can definitely fit a lot of stuff up in these areas. Keep everything from shaking around. There is one more storage over here. So over by the door here we have another storage area or closet. Wow, that's pretty large. If you get a chance, we're going to look inside there. You got some plumbing showing. And it looks like this might be where your table stores. But we'll have to find that out. Touch light in there. Little cubby above. Another cubby below. There is some plumbing in here, so we'd have to find out. You have to be a little careful. So that's for your Aldi heat underneath here. So you would want to be careful on that, but you probably could put some items in that section. On the door side, we have a really cool holder for a couple of wine bottles. And lastly, what everybody wants to know is the bathroom. So here in the bathroom, as you can imagine, this is not an overly large bathroom, but it has all the important things that you're going to need. Right here, little sink with a pivoting faucet, which also doubles as your shower, which can be brought out and hung right up here on this hook, so you can shower. As you can imagine, this is a wet bath. It has an opening window in the rear, your typical pop open, frosted, nice frosted window, and some more storage back here in the back. That is your Aldi tank, I'm sure. It makes sense. And your commode. Plastic, foot flush. I'm going to guess this is probably, have to go on the outside. It's probably, here's your commode. It is plastic. It is flush. I'm going to say it's probably a cassette toilet, would be my guess. What's it? Here's your systems that we're all very familiar with for your tanks, battery, fresh, black, gray, water pump, and some more cubbies here in the front for you to put some great stuff. Traditional Nucamp lines, privacy, reverse, screen, and all that great stuff. And it's going to give us a demo of the bathroom door. So if you've ever been in an Avia, this is similar to what they use around the bathroom surround in the Avia. So that's kind of cool. It curves are on the flex and then folds in nice and flat. Now folks, you have your fan up here on the roof with a roof ventilation system. Your L-well. So this runs at Air 8. And also your controls for your Aldi for your heat and hot water. So you are pretty well set up with everything that you could possibly want if you wanted a nice small camper. Now what we did notice, there is no screen door currently on this model. So again, wanted to point out that this is the prototype. So this is the prototype. It is not the totally finished version of, as we've been advised. So I would imagine there's probably going to be a screen door on the entranceway, so you get that added open space. They probably just haven't worked out the logistics for it yet, but they will. When we get someone here from Nucamp, we're going to ask some more questions, and we'll try to get that answer for you. On the exterior of the Barefoot, on the prototype anyway, you have your LP storage is going to be up under here. 2 small bottles, and also your spare at this point, which is actually a pretty cool spot for your spare tire. What would be interesting for me to note is, does this come off to get the spare tire out, or do you have to figure out how to take your LP tanks out and then get your spare tire out? That would be an interesting question, something I would like to know the answer to that, and I'm sure all of you folks would as well. So we're going to apologize for the noise up front. We are right outside the parked by the generator area, which powers all the other RVs, so it's going to be a little bit loud. So hopefully you can hear me pretty good with the mic. Your Aldi exterior Aldi vent obviously needs to be kept clear. There's going to be your hookup for 30 amp. I'm going to assume in here is going to be your batteries based on what I saw under the mechanicals, and or it's possibly just an access port for your Aldi and all your other plumbing mechanicals underneath here. So based on the location of this hatch comparative to the inside, this is right behind the toilet. So I'm assuming this is your access port for your cassette toilet. We don't have access at the moment. It is locked and there's no one here to let us in. But I would say this is your access for your cassette toilet and possibly even your water hookups, because I do not see any other location hookup for your fresh water at this point.
So the 5 things I loved about the Barefoot. First of all, from outside, it's adorable. Get ready for people to stop you and ask you for a tour and ask you what this is, because the color and the shape, it's really cute. Definitely different than anything that's out there. Inside, I love how bright it is. Windows everywhere, window in the bathroom, so it really brings the outside in. I think it would be perfect for a solo traveler, considering all the space that you have for storage and all the little cubbies. They make great use of their space. Now, we keep in mind it is a prototype. The 4th thing I love about this is the dinette area. It's nice and big. You can lounge on this. The table is comfortable and just in the perfect location. The 5th thing I love, a place to hold my wine bottles.
So I'm going to give you a couple of things that are not actually my favorite that I see so far about the Barefoot, why I wouldn't be able to do the Barefoot. First and foremost, I'm 5'8", and let me show you what it looks like when I try to go stand up in the bathroom if I needed to take a shower. I have to stand with my head tilted to the side, so if you're not 5'2" or 3", this is going to be kind of tight, especially for showering. Plenty of room when you're, using the other parts of the facilities. No complaints on that whatsoever. But as far as standing up to shower, where shower head is going to be like right here, might be a little tight for anyone over 5'2" or 3", in my opinion. But we can make anything work if you love it, right? I didn't see an awful lot of storage on the exterior. And, we all know that you need stuff when you travel. But depending on what you're towing with and you use your tow vehicle for all that, that's negated. It's really irrelevant. This is the type of camper, in my opinion, that you fall in love with and you don't care about how it's not perfect, because if it's perfect for you, then it's perfect, because that's really all that matters. Well, we hope you enjoyed a quick peek at the prototype of the Nucamp Barefoot from the Hershey RV Show 2021. This was a great opportunity for us to get a quick peek, and I'm sure as this thing comes into production, there's going to be some tweaks and some improvements on some of these great things. As we know, Nucamp does its best to produce the best products for its market. We will be bringing you more videos from the Nucamp section at the Hershey RV Show 2021. So check back and check out those videos. If you like these videos, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, make sure you don't miss a single video. And remember, when you're out there loving life, do it hitched up.